Well, when they all reached a big clearing on top of the hill, they stopped. And the elephant said,
"Now, Little Black Sambo, what is your idea?"
And Little Black Sambo said, "When you and the big brown bear were playing your different pieces at the same time, it was nice, but it made my ears dizzy. But I think if all of you animals play the same piece at the same time, it will be even nicer, and it won't make my ears dizzy."
"That is an idea,"
said the elephant.
"But what shall we play?"
Little Black Sambo said, "If you don't mind, play Mary Had a Little Lamb." So all the animals sat down in a big circle and began to play. But Little Black Sambo cried, "Please, please, animals, please stop." The elephant said,
"That certainly didn't sound like an idea."
At that, Little Black Sambo began walking around because he could always think best when he was walking. Suddenly, Little Black Sambo stopped and said, "I think I know what was the matter. I think it would sound more like an idea if you would all play in the same key." The elephant said,
Well, perhaps it would. But what key shall we play in?"
And Little Black Sambo said, "Since it's the elephant's piece, I think you should all play in the elephant's key." So then the elephant sounded his key. And all the other animals sounded it too. And they all started to play again. Little Black Sambo shouted, "Please, animals, please, please stop." And they did stop. And the elephant said,
"It still didn't sound like an idea."
Well, Little Black Sambo started walking again and thinking again because he could always think best when he was walking. And then suddenly he stopped and said, "I think it would sound more like an idea if everybody played in the same time." The elephant said,
"Well, perhaps it would. But what time shall we play in?"
Little Black Sambo said, "I think you should all play in the elephant's time." Then the other animals said, "Well, but we're all making so much noise that we can't hear the elephant's time." Then the elephant said,
"We need a leader. And since Little Black Sambo has a beautiful green umbrella to beat time with, he shall be the leader." So Little Black Sambo climbed up on a stump in the middle of the animals. He waved his beautiful green umbrella and said, "1, 2, 1, 2. "Well, that was an idea,"
said the elephant. And all the other animals agreed that it was an idea. And right then, Little Black Sambo started walking and thinking again, because he could always think best when he was walking. Then suddenly, Little Black Sambo stopped and said, "Now I think I have another idea." Of course, his first idea had been so good that the animals wanted to know what his other idea was. So he said, "I think we ought to play the big brown bear's piece and the monkey's piece and everybody else's piece."
"That is an idea,"
said the elephant. And the other animals thought it was an idea, too. So Little Black Sambo held up his beautiful green umbrella, and the animals all puckered up their lips and puffed out their cheeks and wrinkled up their noses. And Little Black Sambo said, 1, 2, 1, 2. That was the big brown bear's piece. And then Little Black Sambo held up his beautiful green umbrella and said, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that was the musical monkey's piece. And while the musical monkey played, the big baboon did a dance with his big bassoon. Next came the baboon's piece. Little Black Sambo held up his beautiful green umbrella and said, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And at last, when everybody else's piece had been played, came the little honey bear's piece. 1, 2, 1, 2. And when they had finished playing, the elephant picked up Little Black Sambo with his trunk and lifted him and sat him way up on top of his head, and then began walking through the jungle while all the animals followed, playing on their instruments. And if you'll go into the jungle right now, you'll see Little Black Sambo on top of the elephant, dressed in his beautiful red coat and his beautiful little blue trousers and his lovely little purple shoes with crimson soles and crimson linings, waving his beautiful green umbrella and beating time while all the animals play on and on. Thank you, Nipper.